Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Direction today will be coming from Murad Morelli, who lives in the UK over there in Canada. Uh, anyway, uh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. The mind brain fog. Okay, but okay. The reaction today is coming from Murad Morelli, who lives in the UK. And this is about Young Fully. Y'all remember Young Fully? This is an update about what's going on with him. Y'all, they done added 2 additional charges to him. I mean, he can't go nowhere because his trial date is set for next year, July. I think July 26th or something like that of next year. But this is Valentine TV, of course. And as you come in, y'all, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I'm going to go ahead and let Murad talk about it since he's been on vacation for a couple weeks, doing his routine with his mosque and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all know what's going on with Young Philly.
Against you. So please be careful what you guys state about yourselves because words are powerful, affirmations are powerful, and things may come true even if you don't want them to.
Who's likely to get arrested? Oh my gosh. Jail!
No. Well, I'm gonna have to say me. But if I was to get arrested, what would I get arrested for?
Hey guys, that's Murad.
See? That's why Murad said, be careful what you wish for. Because things said, who will be arrested first? Young Fully said, me. And then to my, what would I be arrested for? And then a little while later, now we know.
Daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this breaking news that took place.
Sorry, y'all.
Yesterday, where the news broke that Young Philly, guys, is basically in a far worse predicament than we initially thought. Of course, he was facing charges. He was extradited to Perth, and then after that he denied everything and pled not guilty. And then there was an extra charge of a different incident that he was facing in Spain, and that he needs to basically face the music when it comes to that. And now it's been announced that there are 2 more additional charges that have been added to this particular case of this woman whilst he was on tour in Australia. The YouTuber, whose real name is Andres Felipe Valencia, appeared before Perth District Court in March. He pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm, 1 of strangulation, and 4 counts of penetration without consent.
Murad be true. He's coming back, y'all. He'll be right there. But yeah, he cannot leave. He can't go anywhere. He got to stay right in that country. As you can see, it has blacked out because I have no idea why. But we're going to start this baby over.
About your words, they can be used against you. So
okay, wait 1 second, y'all. I'm going to get this thing back right. Okay. All right. Hold it 1 second. Just a minute, everybody. Let me let Murad catch up with me. I think it was right here. All right. I'm looking at it too, y'all. So I apologize for the inconvenience. Just 1 second. Okay.
About your words, they can be used against you. So
what? Okay. Let's just All right, if y'all don't mind seeing it again.
Please be careful what you guys state about yourselves, because words are powerful, affirmations are powerful, and things may come true even if you don't want them to.
Who's likely to get arrested? Oh my gosh. Jail! Fair!
No. Well, I'm gonna have to say me. But if I was to get arrested, what would I get arrested for?
No, dang, man.
Hey guys, that's Murad, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this breaking news that took place yesterday, where the news broke that young Philly guys is basically in a far worse predicament than we initially thought. Of course, he was facing charges. He was extradited to Perth, and then after that, he denied everything and pled not guilty. And then there was an extra charge of a different incident that he was facing in Spain, and that he needs to basically face the music when it comes to that.
Y'all know I be messing up stuff. Just hold on 1 second. Why they messing with me, y'all? Okay, all right. Let me let it catch up for 1 second. Just give it a second. Or two. All right, Murad, why you messing up with me? Anyway, okay, Murad don't want to tell the story. I tell it. Okay, Young Fully, he is a content creator, a big one over in the UK. He AR'd a lady, so that's why he was like couldn't leave. Man, I didn't do that. Wait a minute. We might be on to something. Wait a minute, y'all.
He denied everything and pled not guilty. And then there was an extra charge.
What's going on? Okay.
Of a different incident that he was facing in Spain, and that he...
I don't know. What's going on in the UK over there, Murad? Get it
needs to basically face the music when it comes to that. And now...
Oh my Lord. So that's just showing it's not me, y'all.
It's been announced that there are 2 more additional charges that have been added to this particular case of this woman whilst he was on tour in Australia. The YouTuber, whose real name is Andres Felipe Valencia, appeared before Perth District Court in March. He pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm, 1 of strangulation, and 4 counts of penetration without consent.
I'm scared to touch it. I'm scared to touch it, y'all.
If that's not foreshadowing, I don't know what is. According to court documents filed on Friday, he officially now faces 2 new counts of penetration without consent, and no plea, guys, as of right now, has been entered for them. No guilty, no not guilty plea at all. The attack is alleged to have taken place on the 28th of September. He was currently touring in Australia whilst he was facing these, and he has been on bail, since October 2024, after what happened with this woman in her 20s in his hotel room. He also admitted to a reckless driving charge on the 5th of December, according to court documents, which is not going to help his case. Not only is he facing 2 additional charges and has basically been dropped from everything, and his career is not recoverable, but it's also been announced that a 10-day trial is scheduled to begin, guys, on the 20th of July. Not this year, next year. So this basically means that he's going to remain on bail, going to the police stations on a weekly basis to confirm that he's still here, not able to leave Perth, trapped in Australia, awaiting for his trial for another year. Since October 2024, his life has basically changed. And now, not only is this trial...
I have to stop it. Y'all know the rules. I have to stop it. But anyway, y'all, look at his life. He had all the women running around, want to date him, want to just have a night out with him, all of that. And then you gonna R women? What is wrong with whatever you get, you sealed your own fate when you said you'll probably be the first one get arrested. And now your friend, he started his own show. Chunks or whatever. I think his name is Chunks. Is that how you say it? I believe he started his own show. I mean, and all his friends are like in the limelight. So all of them had to like leave him. Like I'm hoping they send him some money if they was really his friends, but no, I don't know. You are women. I don't know about that. But anyway, his friends didn't just left him high and dry, y'all. It's like, nope, you did that, man. Something that was totally unfreaking necessary. My God. Now you running around trying to dodge people so they won't, because everybody know who you are. Trying to dodge people so they won't ask you no questions. Now you're embarrassed. You weren't embarrassed when you was doing it. Oh my God. Okay, Murad, I'm about to put you back, so don't let me down now.
But he's facing, guys, two additional charges of penetration without consent when it comes to this woman. That means that he must have done so much to her through a significant long period of time that the police have to assess everything, put charges on this man, and then have to go back to the drawing board, back to this woman where more information is revealed or discovered, and then they have to add more charges. Remember, this man was extradited between states. They don't do that unless they have enough evidence and information on this man. And for the fact that he was even lucky to get bail is crazy. I genuinely believe that his peers in the industry, Chunks and etc., have all now completely abandoned him. Chunks himself has announced that he's coming out with his own show, his own podcast. He's left the Chunks and Philly stuff completely, and he's doing his own podcast, which has launched, and it is doing very well alongside Beta Squad and himself. He launched that because he now knows that him and Philly can never come back together again as a duo. Him launching that, and then 2 days after, 2 more charges are announced. I bet you guys that he probably had some foresight, some information that there were more charges about to come through. Young Philly could have told him, although I imagine they're probably not allowed to communicate, or somebody must have told him that things are about to go even more left for this man, therefore launch your own stuff. I can absolutely imagine that somebody like Chunks, or even anybody in that circle of content creation, people have probably lost money, lost deals that, you know, they did with Philly, or just even the association with Philly means that brands are looking.
He didn't even think about his parents, y'all. Y'all know his family was living off of the money that he made through the deals and all that stuff. His entire family. You know how people do in the UK or in other countries? They together. So now what is mom now? What is who is his family? The people he was taking care of, they gonna have to, I don't know, get a job, I guess.
Looking at you sideways, not confident, don't want any of that engagement or that crowd coming under their comments, and so therefore they're just not gonna approach you, even when it comes to just approaching you to do content on your own. They just don't want to even go near you, and so people have lost the bag. And so I think content creators of his friends have not just left him, but I think from now onwards, guys, they have permanently abandoned him, knowing that this man is not going to get out from his scenario, not going to get out untouched. Of course, Philly is innocent, and until he's announced guilty, if that's going to take the place. But even if this man is innocent, you're never really innocent, unfortunately. And I feel like his brand has been scarred permanently, and he can never recover from this. He knows this, which is why he was driving recklessly in December and got extra charges. He probably was lost in his mind mentally and going through it. But I also can't imagine what this woman is going through, who is unidentifiable. We don't know who she is. But after everything that happened to her, allegedly all the marks on her body and all of these counts, I do feel sorry for her and the PTSD and trauma that she is going through. Remember,
damn, Murad talks so fast, y'all, you have to just stop it. But the woman, I bet she's suing him. I bet her name will be out to get that check, and I don't blame her. She better sue. She better.
Remember, young Philly has a case, guys, in Spain, and he is going to be questioned under oath in Australia about the case in Spain. So even if this, and he busts his case for this Australian case, which now is extremely unlikely, he still has one case in Spain. And once that case in Spain wraps up, you don't think there's anything in America? You don't think there's 25 cases in the UK pending or waiting or some kind of way? 2 additional charges this man is now officially facing. That is the update that we are getting 3 to 4 months afterwards. Not a charge has been dropped. Not the woman is changing her story. Not the woman is backing down. Not somebody recanting their statements. Not this man is allowed to leave Australia. Those would have been updates where, you know, it would have worked in young Philly's favor publicly from a PR perspective. His PR team would have room to maneuver that to help him look like, you know, that everything's okay. The update is that this man is facing 2 additional charges from already the 6 to 7 counts that he's facing from that woman. He's cooked. His peers know he's cooked. That's why they've all completely abandoned him, and I don't blame them. So many people want Chunks or anybody else to speak out and give statements. I don't understand why. What do you lot want them to say other than salacious content? He even announced it himself again on his own Chunk show that he can't state anything in regards to the Philly stuff because it is an active case. That is true. Whatever they say might affect the trial, might affect the case within itself, number one. Number two, they don't want that energy on them. They don't want all of that on them. Number three, they don't have charges on them. It's Young Philly. So nobody needs to speak out for Young Philly and either defend him or say anything. Even if they didn't defend him, they're now fake. They're not fake. Do you understand? Everybody should be able to look after themselves before anybody else. And if your friends are only industry friends, if you're somebody in the industry, that's a big problem. Do you understand? Majority of my friends are not content creators because when the going gets tough, people will leave you, and either rightly so or not rightly so, your friends are the ones that you should keep close to that are not just your business peers. I don't think any of the content creators who have abandoned him have done anything wrong. That's what you should do. This man has been accused on 7 counts, now 2 additional, of some significant
I didn't know that. 7 counts, now 2 additional, 9 freaking counts, man. Dang, what is wrong? I wouldn't be your friend even if I wasn't like in the limelight or something. I wouldn't even be your friend then. No, not. Now that's one crime. If you do, bye. You on your own, period. I don't care how close we were.
disgusting, abusive stuff. And that should be a conversation. The fact that there's a separate case in Spain for the same stuff only adds to the credibility of this madness. I'm not saying Young Philly is guilty and that, you know, I'm not trying to put a verdict on this man, but that's basically what it's looking like. And now you've got your trial in a whole year's time. What are you going to do in that year? Are you even going to have enough money to comfortably support yourself, let alone your mother or anybody else for the next year when it comes to rent, when it comes to food, when it comes to your legal fees? This is what I'm trying to say. This is a long-term issue for Young Philly, not just criminally, but also financially. That's also going to long-term affect his family and his mother even more so, because how are they going to even defend themselves? Are they going to go back to work? Because all of the brand deals have been cut off. He is not allowed to go on social media to make coin anyways. So this man is not generating any revenue or money drastically to help him, or that would weigh out all the expenditure. So he is in a big financial issue right now that is only going to go bigger for him. How is this man gonna?
And remember, y'all, he lives in the UK. They don't, their lifestyle is totally different from us. You know, as far as like working and stuff. Yeah, so y'all, my great nephew is in the room. I need him to like go out the room, please. Okay, all right, okay, y'all. I'm just gonna let MURAD, because my nephew need to go in the living room, please. I'll be in there in just a second, okay? I'll be in there in a second, okay? All right, thank you so much. You think that darn smile gonna let him have his way with you? It will. But anyway, y'all, they live way different than we do in the UK. As far as like, that's what I heard. It ain't like I ever went. But as far as jobs and all of that kind of stuff and housing and stuff, I heard they are totally different, like we are in America. So far anyway. Let me go ahead because I gotta hurry up now. Okay.
Afford rent and everything in the next 10 years, let alone now. Also, how many years is this man going to be facing in prison? Has anybody even thought of that? Because it definitely isn't going to be a year or two. Australia are going to make an example out of him, which they're already doing right now. So this is a big update. And for those who are probably wondering what this even is about, I should have explained in the beginning. Young Philly is a big content creator in the UK. And this whole scenario has been absolutely insane. He is officially facing 2 additional counts. And it's a wrap for him, honestly, from what I personally believe. I just feel like this is a wrap. This is why everybody has permanently abandoned him, and they're never even going to try and mention his name, say anything positive about him. They're not even trying to mention him. He is basically Voldemort. He who cannot be named. Do you understand? He who cannot be named. I don't think the content creators are wrong for abandoning him. That's what you should do in this instance, because what Young Philly's been accused of is insane, and the trial is next year.
That's it. That's all. Because I don't blame for leaving him either, y'all. I don't. I mean, because anybody that can stay friends with somebody who would do that to somebody, I don't know, something wrong with you. I just leave y'all two be by yourself. Something. Ain't no way I stay friends with somebody like that. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, and I thank y'all for joining. And also, please, as you come in or watch the replay, give it a chance. I know it was messing up. I promise y'all gonna see everything like raw, uncut, all of that. And I still mean it. Even when I learned how to do it correctly, y'all will still see all the bloopers that I may do. Okay? This is real life for me. All right, so that's it, and that's all. And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day. All right. Talk to y'all later, okay?